we got here, Larry?
Jimmy, look! Hey, girl, hey! But the other direction.
Hey, chocolate. A pug and a wiener dog.
This one might bite you.
The wiener dog?
Yeah. He might.
Two wiener dogs here today. My brother. Yeah, I think. They're good dogs. They use this little guy over here. What's that? He sees all the other dogs. There's a, and the crowd goes on. I heard that it can be, How long have you had this for?
Since last October.
They're really good watchdogs.
No, she's the sweetest. She just doesn't like other dogs.
She's shaking. She's just. That little black dog. Oh, that's
my eyes.
Oh, that's like. They're really good dogs.
Yeah, they do.
and how are you? Today starts a program just for you from the Salina Media Connection. People from the Salina community are getting together for a program where they'll be telling stories, dancing, singing, all kinds of fun stuff. And because it is just for you, we're calling it the Kids Connection. It's going to be on every morning at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. It's about arts, health, wellness, and education. Like I said, lots of fun stuff you'll want to see. Again, it's on Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. The Kids Connection, just for you. Come on, join in. I know you'll have fun.
It's time to get a little bit crazy. Get off your seats and don't be so lazy. Wave your hands and let them go crazy. Tell you what to do to make this dance easy. Wave your hands in the air as you please. Keep on going till I tell you to freeze. Don't even sneeze when I tell you to freeze. Walk around and stay on your feet. Wave at the people that you might meet. Pretend you're walking on down the street. Freeze. Run in place and don't you cheat. Keep on running and don't take a seat. If you get tired and you're feeling the heat, you can't stop until I say the word. Freeze. Hop up and down, but don't fall down. Keep on hopping all around the town. Freeze. Pretend you're an airplane way up in the sky. Make your arms into wings that can fly. Freeze. Pretend you're an elephant with a big trunk. Walk around and move that big old trunk. Freeze. Pretend you're riding a horse named Billy. Gallop around and be real silly. Freeze. Clap your hands to the beat of the music. Keep on clapping as long as there is music. Freeze. 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 Clap your hands to the beat of the music. Freeze. 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 Thanks for doing the crazy freeze with me. I hope you had fun dancing the freeze. Freeze.
Let's see what they're up to. What are they doing? Some. Gang! What are you people doing?
There you go. You're live. Now they're getting off range.
Moonwalk back. Action. Stop. Yeah. You're done now? All right, good job.
Welcome to Bringing the Zoo to You here at Rolling Hills Zoo. My name is Laura. I am one of the host pack keepers here. And helping me today is Amanda, one of our relief keepers. So she's going to help distract BT a little bit. So we're going to do some painting with Zuri. As you can see, she's really excited and she's already getting into it, even though we don't have any paint on there. So let's get started. You ready? What? Sorry, where's my hand? Come here, Zuri. Paint. So as you can see, she manipulates the brush with her tongue. It's very common for giraffes to manipulate objects with their tongue. So we just captured that behavior so that we could get her to paint. She does enjoy it, and she will pretty much stand here as long as we have biscuits to hand out. She's very food motivated, which makes training a lot of fun with her. So what we do with these paintings when we're done with them, paint, we do sell them in the gift shop. That money goes back to our enrichment fund. So this is a form of enrichment, so it's not something that we do every day. It's something that we do every once in a while because it's stimulating, it's something different, and it gives them a chance to work for some treats. Zuri, paint. Good job. So that money then that we raise through making these paintings, Zuri, paint, goes back to our enrichment fund. So that goes towards buying hardware and like things like PVC and different toys that we can give out to our animals for feeding and for them to play with to help make their lives a little bit better here at Rolling Hills. All right, so this is looking pretty good. We've got a nice layer of black, so we're gonna go ahead and switch colors. Okay, so we're gonna do some green now to add on top of our black. Zuri, paint. So giraffes have a very long tongue that's very dexterous. Zuri, paint. And they use that tongue to eat off of trees in the wild. Specifically, their favorite is acacia trees. Acacia trees have a lot of thorns, and it's a very tough tree. So to adapt to that, to be able to eat those trees, their tongue is very tough. They have a lot of saliva in their mouth, and that helps them break down those leaves and the thorns and stuff that they end up eating. And if you can also see, when she kind of sticks her tongue out, how dark her tongue is. So giraffes' tongue are a dark purple color, and that is to help keep it from being sunburned. So when they're eating and they're reaching up in those trees, their tongue is exposed to the air quite a bit. So this helps keep it from getting hurt. Good girl. Zuri, paint. Good girl. All right, so we're getting close to this being done with this painting. Like I said, though, she would do this pretty much all day as long as we had treats. Zuri, paint. Good girl. One more. Paint. Good. All right, so I think we're going to call that good for this one. So here's our finished product. So a lot of our animals paint. It's really good for them. It encourages them to, exhibit some of these natural behaviors. It's fun for them, and it helps us a little bit too, and helps with get some money for enrichment later on. So that's it for today's episode of Bringing the Zoo to You. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to Story Time. Today's story, Adventures of Ollie and Eddie at the Great Ball of Twine. Story is read by Deborah Cox.
Eddie has a best friend named Ollie. Ollie is an orangutan who lives in the tree house in Eddie's backyard. They love to explore the world on their glider. Good morning, Ollie. Are you ready to fly? Yes, indeed, Eddie. It's a beautiful day. See you at the launch pad. So they climbed aboard their glider named Flapper 1. Eddie picked up a banana. That was their phone. Are you ready, Ollie? Absolutely. We are ready for takeoff. They closed their eyes, put their hands in the air, and yelled, "Orangutan-a-zing!" Then the wind started to blow and swirl. The glider went sailing into the air. After a while, Ollie was hungry. Ollie forgot to have breakfast. He picked up the phone and decided to eat it. Eddie looked behind him because his co-pilot was very quiet. "Ollie, you ate the phone." Ollie shrugged his shoulders. "Sorry, my tummy was growling." "Here's another phone." Eddie always packed extra bananas since he knew his co-pilot always got hungry during their flight. Ollie tossed the banana peel out the glider. The banana peel fell through the air. "Oh no! Zowie!" Eddie said. A flock of geese were flying below them, and the banana peel landed right on top of one of the geese. "We have to help them out." The banana peel caused a traffic jam. The air was suddenly filled with the sound of honk, 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 honk. "Hi, Mr. Goose. We are so sorry. We didn't hear you honking down there. Here are some safety goggles for you." The goose put on the goggles. "Honk, honk." "You're welcome," Ollie said. Ollie looked through the telescope and saw something round. "I see something in the distance. It looks like a gigantic coconut." Ollie usually compared things to fruit. "We need to take a look at that. Let's go." As they got closer and closer, Ollie asked, "What is that?" "I don't know, but it sure isn't a coconut. Get ready for landing." They had landed in the small town of Cocker City, Kansas. "Wow! That must have taken a long time to roll up all that twine," Eddie said. "Look in this book. It says people have come here from all over the world." "Wow! It's Jungle-mongus!" Ollie found the end of the twine. The wind blew and the twine accidentally got stuck on one of Ollie's buttons. "We better start heading back," Eddie said. They hopped in the glider. Eddie picked up the phone. "Get ready for takeoff," they both yelled. "Orangutan-a-zing!" The wind picked up and the glider sailed into the sky. After a while, Eddie looked back and saw the twine dangling as far as the eye could see. "Oh no, Zowie! I think we just unraveled the world's largest ball of twine." Ollie said, "We have to make this right." "Yes, we do." Eddie swung the glider around and they went zooming back. The great ball of twine came into view, but it wasn't much of a great ball anymore. They flew around and round, and the ball got larger and larger. Ollie and Eddie felt good that they fixed their mistake all by themselves. They closed their eyes and put their hands in the air and yelled, "Orangutan-a-zing!" The wind blew and carried them back home. They were both happy and tired from their adventure. Later that evening, Eddie called Ollie from his room. "We always learned something new." "We sure do. Sweet dreams, Eddie." And Eddie was dreaming. later. I wonder where we'll fly next.
Do the happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Just do that again. Happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Now move like a hippo, hippopotamus. Move like a hippo, really slow. Move like a hippo, hippopotamus. Move like a hippo, really slow. Do the happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Just do that again. Happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Now dance like a hippo, hippopotamus. Dance like a hippo, really low. Dance like a hippo, hippopotamus. Dance like a hippo, really low. Do the happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Just do that again. Happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Now eat like a hippo, hippopotamus. Eating grass like a hippopotamus. Eat like a hippo, hippopotamus. Eating grass like a hippopotamus. Do the happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Just do that again. Happy hippo hop, 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 hop. Do the happy hippo stomp, 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 stomp. Walk around like a hippo walks. And do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp. Do the happy hippo hop, hop, stomp.
On this one. If you could eat one thing every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Salad.
Salad! What kind of salad do you like?
Salad. With ranch.
With ranch. It is really good. I agree. Okay, let's see.
everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Bringing the Zoo to You from Rolling Hill Zoo. My name is Cheyenne Torres. I'm one of our reptile and amphibian keepers, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of our frogs. Today, in my hands, I have one of our giant waxy monkey frogs, and his name is Miho. These guys can live between 7 and 8 years, and they're found in South America. They are very good climbers, and they've got really long legs and very sticky feet, so they're really good at reaching up and climbing. And they are nocturnal, so a lot of times if you come to visit, they might be sleeping with their eyes closed, kind of like how Miho here is right now. But they're very active at night, and they'll move around quite a bit. Unlike a lot of frogs, these guys actually will secrete from their skin a kind of waxy substance, which is where they get the name from. And that's because they do spend a lot of the time up in the trees where it can be pretty windy. So that helps protect them from drying out and make sure that they stay nice and moist. In addition to these guys, we have a couple other species of frogs here at Rolling Hill Zoo. We have several species of dart frogs, including the dying poison dart frog, which is going to be in this tank here. And we have the yellow and black, or bumblebee poison dart frog, and he lives in here. We also have a green and black poison dart frog, and that's going to be over in this tank here. In addition to the dart frogs, we have a collection of 5 of the Amazon milk frogs. And we have a pair of Vietnamese mossy frogs. And these guys can be really hard to see because they blend in super well. They look just like a mossy rock, which is excellent camouflage in the wild. And make sure that they're not going to be getting eaten by anything that would want to make a meal out of them. So frogs are really important for the environment because they eat a lot of insects and help keep insect populations under control. They also act as a food for a lot of other animals, and here in Kansas, frogs will get eaten by things like raccoons or possums or even coyotes. And another thing that's really important about frogs is they're what we consider ecosystem indicators. That means that we can use them to tell us how healthy an ecosystem is. And that's because frogs are very, very sensitive to changes in their environment. If the water quality isn't right, if there's pollution, if the temperature's going kind of crazy, the frogs aren't going to be able to live there. And if there's no frogs, then it's a sign that something isn't quite right in the ecosystem. So frogs are really good at letting us know this is a healthy ecosystem, or is maybe there's something kind of going on that we haven't noticed. Unfortunately, a lot of frogs in the wild right now are threatened by a lot of different things, but one in particular is a fungus called chytrid, and it will actually spread on their skin, and it's very dangerous to them, and it's hit a lot of different frog populations really hard in the wild, and so many frogs are kind of close to extinction because of that. But there are lots of different facilities and zoos and programs that are working really hard to help breed these frogs in captivities so that we can re-release them into the environment again once the chytrid fungus has kind of ran its course and it's safe for them to go back. If you have any questions or comments about our frogs, please leave them in the comments below the video. Thank you again for tuning in to Bringing the Zoo to You, and we hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome everyone, I'm Thad Beach and we're going to take a little train ride. thank you. Well, that's a little bit of I've been working on the railroad, and of course, a lot of you kids, I know you know what this is because a lot of you play them. This is my ukulele. Some people call it ukulele, ukulele. I call it a ukulele. That's what I grew up calling it. And of course, this little thing right here is a harmonica. And I know a lot of you kids might have a harmonica around the house too. Mine's got the little letter C written on it. So if you happen to have a C harmonica, that's what I just did. Watch this thing again. You play right along with me. Now, we're going to move on to another song. And today, you can probably guess by my hat, we're going to do a lot of things about trains. So we're going to do some train songs, and harmonicas are really great for train songs. Now, this next song's kind of interesting because it's a true story. I travel around to schools and help kids make up songs about the history of their area where they live. And I was out in western Kansas, and I met a man named Denny in a town called Scott City. And he told me a story about when he was a little kid. It was during World War II, and they had these trains that came through the town. And on these trains were all the soldiers traveling from across the country. Now, they had to stop the trains every now and then to get some water and coal, but the soldiers couldn't get off. So the soldiers would always be there looking out the windows, and Denny started going around town collecting magazines, and he'd collect some batteries and other things you could get money for if you took them down to the recycling. Well, he'd take that money and buy candy. So when the soldiers came in, he'd give them some candy and give them magazines to read up through the windows. Well, some of the soldiers threw down pennies, nickels, and dimes, and he'd go get some more candy. And the next train came through, he'd do the same thing. I just thought that was a really great thing for a little kid to do to help everybody out. Now, I've got a part for you to sing along on this. It goes like this. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Let's give it a little try. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Troop trains ready to roll. I had a big morning, I made my rounds, pulling my wagon around the town, collecting papers and magazines, making the neighbors' doorbells ring. Troop train, the whistles blow. Stop for water and coal. Grab that wagon, here we go. Troop trains, ready to roll. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Troop trains, ready to roll. Found a battery from a truck. I traded it in and I got a buck. I found a battery for a car. 50 cents for my money jar. Troop trains, the whistles blow. Stop for water and coal. Grab that wagon, here we go. Troop trains, ready to roll. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Troop trains ready to roll. Now I can't fight, I'm only 10, but I buy candy for the men. The windows open and the arms come down. Candy goes up and the coins roll down. Troop trains, the whistles blow. Stop for water and coal. Grab that wagon, here we go. Troop trains, ready to roll. Oh, help me out. Troop trains, ready to roll. Now the train pulls out and the church bells chime. We pick up our nickels and dimes. We fill our pockets, head to the store, buy some candy, we're ready for more. Troop trains, the whistles blow. Stop for water and coal. To grab that wagon, here we go. Troop trains ready to roll. train's ready to roll. Ah, pretty good chugging and pretty good train whistles there. Good job. Well, I know some of you might know a friend that I'd like to introduce to you next. And the reason he came today, well, this is my good friend, Mr. R. And I was just wondering if anybody had an idea why Mr. R came today when I was doing these songs. Well, it's because of this letter on his shirt, which is the letter R. And that's the same letter that starts our big word today called railroad. Now, Mr. R is going to dance one of his favorite songs. It's a song called The New River Train, and it goes like this. Are you ready, Mr. R? Oh, that's how he says yes. Are you sure you're ready? Oh, how about this? Why don't you take a bow, Mr. R, and maybe all those kids you know out watching on their TVs today can give you a good dance, Mr. R, for me. Let's give it a try. He said you need to say it a little bit louder. One more time. Dance, Mr. R. He said that's better, but one last time. I think she'll have it. Oh, you got it. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here will carry me away again. Oh, nice job, Mr. R, nice job. Well, my good friend Mr. R is an old-time toy called a lumberjack, and he's a dancing man, so he's pretty talented. He's a dancer and he's a musician because when he taps his feet, he keeps a pretty good rhythm too. Well, Mr. R, I'm going to put you right there so you can catch your breath, and we're going to move on to another song here. Oh, and this one's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Another place I went to and wrote some songs about railroads with kids was way out in western Nebraska. It's a little town called Alliance. And when I drove into Alliance the night I was getting into town, I was 20 or 25 miles away and I could see the bright lights shining. Now, I thought this was just kind of a little town, you know, maybe 10, 15,000 people. It wasn't that big of a town. I wondered why everything was so bright. Well, when I came into town, there was a gigantic railroad yard there where they took care of all the trains. And when you're in that town, trains are just coming and going all the time. There's a big giant coal mine out in Wyoming, and they've got these big train cars that just shoot through there all the time. And they're coming and going. They go off east and then they come back empty. And you're just always seeing trains. And most of the kids' parents, a lot of them, had jobs with the railroad. Now, as we listen to this song today, I'm going to want you to think about some of the different jobs you hear about. Then when the song's over, I'm going to maybe ask if you can remember some of them. Well, I'm going to switch out my harmonicas, put a little different one in there. And we are going to do a song called Watch Those Big Wheels Turn. Down at the railroad yard, watching the railroad cars. We switch them out, we get them ready to roll. We sending them down the track, clickety, clickety, clack. 100 cars, 100 tons of coal. You hear the whistles, smell the diesel burn, feel the ground shaking, watch those big wheels turn. At the Alliance shop, the work it never stops, 24/7, dusk to dawn. The yard lights shining bright all through the night. Those trains, they keep rolling on. Oh, help me out here. You hear the whistles, smell the diesel burn. You feel the ground shaking. Watch those big wheels turn. There's conductors and carmen. A track crew just came in, replacing rails, taking out old ties. There's a welder with his mask. He's busy at his task. He's making sparks fly. Here we go. Hear the whistles, smell the diesel burn, feel the ground shaking, watch those big wheels turn, watch those big wheels turn. My dad has to work tonight. He tucked me in real tight. While I'm asleep, Dad earns his pay. Orange reflector vest, he's out to do his best. Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. Oh, one more time. Hear the whistles, smell the diesel burn, feel the ground shaking, watch those big wheels turn, watch those big wheels turn. Hear the whistles, smell the diesel burn, feel the ground shaking, watch those big wheels turn, watch those big wheels turn. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of those kids had moms and dads that worked for the railroad. Let's see about it. There was 2 jobs started with C. One was conductor, but there was another one. Conductors in car man. And then there were some people that were on a crew, and they were taking out rail ties, and they were called the track crew. There was a guy wearing a mask that was making the sparks fly. Anybody remember what his job was? He had that big fiery torch, and he was called a welder. You got it. Maybe one of your parents is a welder or do some welding. So there's a whole lot of jobs out there on the railroad. And just like the town we're in right now today, Salina, everybody knows in Salina there's a lot of railroad tracks we go over all the time. And if you just go a few miles north of where I am right now, a few blocks north, you're going to come to the railroad tracks, and you're going to see a little station, the same railroad we sang about in that song, the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. They've got a little spot right up here to the north where they do some work on the trains when they're coming through. Some of us probably been stuck up there at the tracks waiting for them to get their work done. But that's one called Watch Those Big Wheels Turn from Alliance, Nebraska. Now, if you like this kind of music, you can always go to my website, thadbeachmusic.com. I've got lots of stuff for free, songs to listen to, videos, and you can even watch troop trains again and sing along with it, since you're getting pretty good about knowing about that. Well, let me put my ukulele down now, and I'm going to get a little bit different of an instrument going here. I am just going to use my harmonica. I'm going to take that one off my neck, and I'm just going to play a harmonica and do a little train song. Now, what we're going to do with that is, if any of you have harmonicas at home, you're going to want to know the most fun thing to do is go like this. And when you do your hand like that, you do your train whistle. People will think you're a pretty good harmonica player if all you can do is go. They'll say, oh man, that person does a good train whistle. Then you can get even better. You can do the chug. Now, I like to do it breathing in and breathing out a couple times each way. You get that little pattern going, and then when you go like this, you get your train whistle going. Now, it looks a lot better when you pull down, you know, like the engineer would to blow that whistle. Well, I'll just do it like this. This is much better. Don't you agree? I think so. Now, we're going to take a trip today. We're going to head west. We're all going to get on board. You don't have to buy a ticket. I got you all taken care for. You just come on board, sit down. Now, along the way, we're going to pass some different places where there's a lot of different sounds, and they're pretty fun sounds. Why, we're going to pass a fire station. We're going to pass, a daycare where there's a bunch of babies. We're going to pass the dog pound where there's some barking dogs. Oh, we're going to pass a truck stop where there's some of them big 18-wheelers and big old semis, you know, that go down the road. And we're even going to pass a chicken farm. Now, after we get out of town, we're going pretty far west. We're going to make it all the way to a big mountain. And you'll probably notice when we get up that mountain, it's a pretty hard job. And we might slow down. I hope we can make it over that mountain. And then we'll go down the other side and get to where we're stopping. Now, when we get done with our trip, I'd like you to try to remember if you can figure out which of my sounds represented some of the places that we drove by on our train. So, everybody hold up your ticket. Let's see. Oh, you got your ticket backwards over there. Oh, your ticket's upside down when they come by to punch your ticket. Be sure to just hold them up like this the right way. You won't be able to see. The person that's looking at it needs to see it. So everybody hold your tickets up there. You got your tickets? Looking good, looking good. All aboard. Headed west. Everybody off. Ah, good job. Well, let me see. One of the first places we stopped was this sound, or places we drove by. Yep, fire station siren. Oh, how about this one? That's the crying baby. Mama, I want a drink of water. So we were going by the daycare. You got that one right. Oh, how about this one? Even gave you a little clue. I threw the frisbee for the dog, you know. Oh, how about this one? Oh, that's it. That's the truck stop. You got it. That big old 18-wheeler. Oh, I might have left one out. I think I left one out. I left out the chicken farm. Oh, we got to go back. Let's head on back to Salina. All aboard, back to Salina. All out for Salina, Kansas. Ah, good job. Well, friends, we're moving along pretty good. I'm going to put my harmonica rack back on because I would like to play one final train song using my bucket bass. Now, my bucket bass here, some of you might know how to make one. This is an old wooden broom handle, and I drilled a couple holes in it, and you thread your string through there. You drill a hole in your bucket, and you put your string through. Then you have to tie a knot on the bottom so it doesn't come back out. Then you decorate it up however you feel. Today I felt like train stuff, so I got some of my little train logos on there. Oh boy. Yep, there's the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. There's Santa Fe, Union Pacific. That one came through Salina. But the next song we're going to do is about this one right here. It's a song called the Rock Island Line, and it's a lot of fun. It goes like this. Now I'm going to keep a good beat going with the bucket. And you can help sing along because it goes, the Rock Island Line. Well, the Rock Island Line, it's a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is the road to ride. Rock Island Line, it's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you find it. Get your ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. I said A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. Now the cat's in the cradle, but he can't see me. The Rock Island Line, it's a mighty good road. Rock Island Line, it's a road to ride. Rock Island Line, it's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you gotta ride it like you find it. Get your ticket at the station at Rock Island Line. Thanks everybody for watching today. Maybe this show will be on again sometime. Grab your harmonica, grab your ukulele, make a bucket bass, get some shakers, tap on some cans, shake some jars, make some noise with me. So thank you so much for watching today and getting on the train and helping us out today. I'm going to take it on down the track. Here we go. Well, the Rock Island Line, it's it's a mighty good road. Rock on line, it's a road to ride. The rock on line, it's a mighty good road. You want to ride, you gotta ride it like you fight to get your ticket at the station at the Rockland line. Get your ticket at the station at the Rockland line. Get your ticket at the station at the Rockland line. I'm Thad Beach. Thank you so much. Thad Beach Music, check it out. Thank you. See you again sometime.
Thank you for watching Kids Connection. Make sure to watch it next time.
The census is when we count every person in each home in every neighborhood.
Do kids count?
We all count, especially kids and babies. Make
Make
your
your
family
family
count.
Count all the kids living in your home. Visit 2020census.gov to learn more.
The City of Salina's convenient drive-through recycling center is open again for business. Staff is there to help you unload bottles, cans, papers, boxes, all the recyclables you're ready to hand off. The Salina Drive-Through Recycling Center, SDRC, open again after the COVID-19 stay-at-home order. Expected budget cuts are creating a few changes in hours and procedures. And look for separate trucks with room for 2 lines, one in the fenced-in area, and the other truck may be parked outside for extra customers. Hours have changed a bit. For now, drive-through recycling is available Wednesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to noon. The restriction on plastic bags has been removed. You can now use plastic bags for bringing in all your recyclables and other